friends, how are you guys today? I wanted to get on and talk about the things that gave me the most anxiety and that I've had the hardest part of my life. On April 11th of 2005, my grandfather, Roger Lee Lovelace, passed away. He was a school bus driver and he was on the way home from his morning route and not his morning route, his afternoon route, and driving his truck, and he pulled over on the side of the road. In a dairy and had a heart attack. The dairymen found his pickup truck and they tried to revive him as best as they could, but by the time the paramedics got there, he was dead on scene. He was an amazing grandpa. I loved him. Me and my cousin both missed school for almost a whole month. Also, my grandpa, David Donat, passed away when I was in the 4th grade. He was also another good grandpa. I didn't get to spend as much time with him like I did my other grandpa, but I loved him just as much. He passed away in his sleep. Those are two of the most difficult times of my life. My last one, one of my other ones was in 2017, February 29th. My family home of 20 years burnt down. We lost two dogs and a cat in that house fire. If it wasn't for my brother, I would have lost my grandma in that house fire as well, and my niece. Was for him, he got them all out in safety. He heard something crackling in the kitchen and thought my grandma left something on the stove. But then turns his face to the mudroom and he sees flames. So he runs and grabs his daughter and sticks her out the front door. Then he goes and he wakes up my grandma and tells her, "Come on and get out of the house. The house is on fire." She goes, "No, it's not, Paul. You're dreaming." He goes, "No, Grandma, you need to hurry up and get out. The house is on fire." So he gets her out. She comes out walking with her walker and gets to the front door. And all of a sudden here he sees the flames getting closer to them. So he grabs her walker, pushes her walker out the door, and then he pushes her into the snowbank. It was his only way to get him and her out into safety. So me, my mom, my grandma, and my brother were homeless for a year. Then my grandma went to go live with my aunt for a while, and my mom, my brother, and I were homeless for another year and a half alone. It was the hardest time of my life. I thought I would never get a home again until July of 2019. The end of July of 2019, I finally found a home to be able to rent and call home. In 2018, I don't remember the exact date, but it's 2018, my grandma Donat passed away. She fell in her house, in my aunt's house, taking a shower and hit her head. She had a brain bleed. I didn't get to go to her funeral. That hit me the hardest. I didn't want to do nothing. I felt like I was letting my family down and everything. But if it wasn't for that... No, 2019, my grandma died. No, 2018. Sorry, everybody. I have a hard time remembering some things. But I got to see her in June of that year, and I was so happy. I hadn't seen her since 2009. 2008. That was for 10 years I hadn't seen her. And I was so happy. I went and saw all my family in California then, but it still hurt me so bad that I couldn't go to her funeral and be there to support the rest of my family, especially my dad. Those are the most times in my life that I have struggled and had a lot of anxiety. When it gets closer to my Grandpa Lovelace's death, I have a really hard time, and that's coming up here soon. And I just try to remind myself, you're going to get through it. So if you're struggling with anybody in your family's passing, that have passed recently or a while ago, just remember, tell yourself, you're going to get through it. They want you to be able to remember the fun times you've had with them. I don't remember. I had a struggle with my Grandpa Donut's passing, but not like I do my Grandpa Loveless. I lived with my Grandpa Loveless since the age of 3 till the day he died. And that was in 7th grade. I had a really hard time. So just my word to you guys is, remember you'll get through it, and they are still with you, no matter what you think. They're in your heart, your mind, and everywhere you know. But the hardest person that has it on is my brother. My grandfather died on my brother's birthday. So my brother struggles with it the hardest. He keeps it in and doesn't let anybody know, but that's what he does. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day.